Hey everybody, what's up? Leonardo 2003 here, and today we're talking about pretty much all of Neca's plans for TMNT for the next year in 2021, and some new updates on the Last Ronin issue number 2. The huge news of this video is all of the Neca stuff, because it's a lot. Some of it we already knew, some of it we didn't know. It's really awesome. First off, let's talk about the Last Ronin issue number 2 real quick, because that'll be quick. So we're over here on Tom Waltz's Twitter, and he posted some new things. This first one is an awesome shot. We've been getting teased a lot for issue 2 of some Karai versus Raphael battles going on. Here's just another one to add to it. Raphael, I mean, his face looks scarred up. He's got to be bloody. And she looks like she might be going in for like a finishing shot, or she's at least going in to deal a pretty devastating blow. It's an awesome shot. It just definitely pumps you up. I mean, just look at Karai. She just means so much business, and she looks so great. Oh, perfect. And this other tweet is awesome. It's his Happy New Year tweet, and it shows off all 4 turtles pretty much in their past times before they passed away in this comic. First off, we got Raphael here. We've gotten some good looks at him already, mainly in this issue 2 for the previews he's been giving. Is that a tear in his eye? I don't know. You see that on the right side, or I guess his left. But he looks like he's pretty pissed off here. Not sure what's going on. This next shot of Leo, obviously he's bloodied up. Interesting. He's got the white tape on his katanas. That's funny. But yeah, Leo, he looks great. Obviously, he might have just witnessed something crazy. I mean, it shows all 4 turtles here. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe Splinter might be the first one to fall. Maybe all 4 turtles experience that first. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, obviously that'd be gut-wrenching. But yeah, Leo here, he's depressed over something, and he's got blood splattered all over him. So something definitely just went down. And this shot here of Michelangelo before he was the Last Ronin. Oh, look at that. I didn't notice that earlier. I'm pretty sure that's going to be Splinter in the bottom right? And that looks kind of like his rat hair. And there's Mikey shedding a tear. I mean, he might be looking at his dead sensei right there. I really think that's what we're looking at there. I did not notice that my first time looking at it, but I noticed he was crying. But I'm thinking that's Splinter right there. I'm thinking Splinter is the first one to go. That's my feeling here. Looks like Mikey might have the short bandana going on too. Kind of like he had in the 2012 series. Not as short, but shorter than the other guys. And then finally we got Donatello. He's got his mask pulled down, and he's got a kind of like a winter hat on. And obviously he looks distraught as well. He's looking sad. He's got clothing on, which I mean, it's probably a cool look here. I'm not sure exactly what to make of this one, but I mean, that's Donatello without his mask. So yeah, those are some cool shots. Pretty sure those are our first shots of seeing like Leonardo and Donnie in flashbacks. Mikey too. So that's exciting, seeing what's going to actually be on these panels. Everything just looks perfect. I mean, that's all I have to say. Still no update yet on if there's going to be a second delay on issue 2. As of right now, it's still slated for the end of January. I wouldn't be surprised if that bleeds into February, just from everything that Tom Waltz has been saying on Twitter. But still no update yet, but expect it late January or at worst early February. Alright, now the nitty gritty of Neca. If you're a Neca guy, if you're a TMNT figurehead, this is where it's at right here. So the channel Whoosh, it's a funny name, but they interviewed the main director of all TMNT figures of Neca. He's like the manager of all things TMNT for Neca. He got interviewed by Whoosh, pretty much telling all the plans for next year for Neca. So the guy's name is Trevor Zammit, and he's the brand manager of TMNT for Neca. And this interview is awesome. It's about an hour long, talking about his position in Neca, his favorite releases of 2020, and most of the interview, about 45 minutes of it, is just talking about what's coming in 2021, which is just awesome. There's so much cool content. The interview is linked in the comments and the description, so definitely check it out, especially if you're into figures. I'm sure you probably already watched it. But, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's super cool. It's insightful. It's just cool hearing it directly from that source. I mean, he is the guy. Every figure goes through him. He pretty much, nothing even gets started in development unless it gets okayed from him or he comes up with that idea. So, it's all really cool. But I'm going to summarize each and everything coming in 2021 that was mentioned in the interview. So Mr. Zamet, his main position is overseeing the design of every single TMNT figure, along with directing the sculptors and the painters of what direction to go with each figure. He's regularly watching all forms of TMNT media, pretty much besides the more modern stuff, because the nostalgia sells. That's pretty much all Neca's going for, right now at least. But he's watching all that. He talks about watching the 87 show, the classic movies. And he's really, really knowledgeable. I mean, you can tell he's pretty much watched like every episode. And all of this info is straight from the source again, which is just, it's awesome. It's so cool, like seeing what the big guy for TMNT, for Neca, like what the operation is like and how he brainstorms all the different figures that are going to come out and stuff. It's really cool. So first things first, Neca will be releasing both 1990 movie and the second movie, Secret of the Ooze figures in 2021. There's more April and Casey figures coming, that was mentioned, and most likely there's going to be some origin type figures of Hamato Yoshi and Oroku Saki. Here's some shots of the inspiration that he's kind of talking about these figures. There's a flashback scene in the movie, Splinter narrating it. It shows Saki killing Yoshi and Tang Shen, and Splinter scratching him. But that quick little 10-second scene, like, I mean, that's a big scene origin-wise for TMNT and for that movie. And he's really intrigued by that, and he wants to make those figures. And I mean, they're going to be badass. And also, we can expect a Tatsu figure. He's like the second in command guy of the Foot for the first two movies. He kind of takes over the Foot in Secret of the Ooze, but even a Tatsu figure, I mean, take my money. The next 1987 series 2-pack that's going to be coming out will be the Wolf version of Vernon after he's mutated and the Rat King. And those are going to be followed up by Muckman and Mondo Gecko. However, those two are most likely going to be split into individual releases due to the production costs. Next up, the Punk Frogs, which these guys are just awesome. They're coming. They're from the 1987 series. A lot of the stuff I'm going to be mentioning next are from the 87 series. And each of them, they're all going to come with 2 heads each, and they just look so cool. I'm thinking I'm definitely going to be getting these guys, as long as I can find them, because, you know, if you know one thing about buying these new Neca toys, it's that the way that they're distributed is not the best. I mean, it's kind of like you go to your Target and you hope that you got lucky and like those 3 that got stocked, one of them might still be on the shelf. And if not, good luck on eBay, because you're going to be paying at least twice the price of what you would be paying in stores, which kind of sucks. But hopefully they can figure out a solution for that. But next up, check these out. The Disguised Turtles from the 87 series. All of these guys are going to come loaded with tons of accessories. Like, they were talking like Pigeon Pete, skateboards, like just the whole 9 for the accessories. Different masks and different clothes that you can put them into. So these guys are going to be fully decked out, and that's awesome. There's no like prices or anything like that. These are just like the previews of like some of these guys. We got pictures of the figures, others we don't. But also coming, we've got an Ultimate Foot Soldier, Chrome Dome, and Ace Duck. They're all going to be coming probably later 2021, and they all look awesome as well. We got Krang and his android body. That one is pretty much hitting the shelves now, I think, because I've seen that one popping up a lot on different websites like eBay lately. It's getting listed pretty much for about $60. So I think it's about $50 if you get it in store at Target, I think. I'm not sure, but that one it's pretty new. I mean, it's still 2021, I guess, because hey, it's 2021 now, but it's pretty much just hitting the shelves now. There's also 2 bigger sets that are in the works, and these are, I mean, prepare your wallet, prepare your credit card, prepare your mom's credit card, because these are definitely going to be pricey as hell, but, I mean, you know what Neca does. They're not going to disappoint. Let's just say a 1987 Turtle Van and a huge playset. They're both going to be large items, probably only available on the Neca online store. There's no photos or anything yet, but, I mean, they're a little bit past the drawing board with these things. Because he had some really cool ideas. The sewer set is going to be like 3 different levels maybe, with some topside stuff, street level stuff, and then inside, and then some different rooms that they're thinking about. So the stuff is still like on the drawing board, but the way that the manager or the director was talking about it in this interview makes it sound like they're going to come to fruition maybe late 2021, maybe 2 years from now. But those are going to be some high-end awesome stuff. I mean, the play set or display set, whatever you want to call it, I mean, that is going to be, I mean, that would be the perfect place to just display all of your 87 figures if you got some. And towards the end, he mentioned there's going to be one more video game line coming, so probably another Turtles in Time or something like that. And then we can expect Neca to focus more on Mirage comic figures in later 2021. Similar to this April O'Neil figure. That's the only Mirage one that's new that they've got, they actually released a picture of. But he said that's what they're going to be focusing on for later 2021. So those are definitely things to be excited about. I tell you what, this Shredder Mirage comic is probably my second favorite figure. Only behind this guy, of course, because, I mean, that's just badass. But, I mean, look at this guy. It's hard to get, like, a good close-up of him, but, I mean, I just love that dark blue color, and he just looks so badass. That is nice. He looks kind of familiar, right? And then finally, there's going to be 4 more loot crates coming, at least, in 2021. A movie figure, a comic figure, a cartoon figure, and a video game figure, along with some type of bonus figure. So the bonus figure, you know, it could be like the Bebop and Rocksteady with the bunny costumes or the Easter costumes, or it could be like any different type of random costume on any other random character, turtles or villains or whatever. It's going to kind of like be like an alternate figure. So those loot crates, I mean, they're pretty cool. I don't really care for the other stuff that comes in the loot crates, but most of the time the figures are just insanely awesome. So something to look forward to. So I know I summarized that super quick, but definitely check out that interview because it's over an hour long and you're probably going to be glued to your screen the whole time because it's a really, really cool interview to listen to. And the guy interviewing him on Whoosh, I mean, you can see by his collection behind him, he's very knowledgeable about all things Turtles, especially the eras that they're talking about in the video. So it's not like it's just some random reporter talking to the guy. He's a Turtle fan just like us. Probably a super hardcore fan, more than most of us. So it's a really, really, really cool interview. If only they were talking about, you know, 2003 series a little bit more, or some more modern stuff. But like I just said, nostalgia sells. And I mean, especially the movie figures, I mean, can't complain about those. We all love those movies. The 87 figures and the video game stuff. And those ones are a little bit more definitely nostalgia based. Not as many new fans like the Fred Wolf cartoon. I really haven't watched every episode. I probably haven't even watched half the episodes of the 87 series. I'm not going to lie. And I'm going to cover that eventually. One day down the road on this channel. I'm just going to go through every season, break them all down, talk about them and everything. But I haven't seen that whole series. I'm not going to lie. So, and that's what broke the Turtles, so I do have to watch that one day for sure. But yeah, guys, just another quick update video here. That's all for the video. The fast forward, top 10 episodes, it's coming soon. I've finished watching them all. Had a blast watching it, really. It really was, it broke through the ceiling that I kind of had for it. It was really enjoyable, a lot of fun, and I can't wait to finish editing the video and everything and get it posted for you guys. So expect that in about a week from now, maybe a little sooner. That'd be great. But yeah, expect that one. And then the video that I teased, all about Slasher from Battle Nexus. So any Konami video game fans are gonna love that video, of course. But even if you don't know who Slasher is, which you probably don't, I'm sure most people don't know who Slasher is. He's a badass character. I think he's owned by Konami, so that's why we've never seen him in any other form of TMNT media. I think he was like a game exclusive by Konami. I think they might have came up with it and they've got the copyright or whatever on him. But he's a great character. He kind of like, he makes that story, like he takes it to another level in that game. So expect a video on him coming after Fast Forward, and then we'll see what the future holds. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.